Welcome back to the Gin's Treasure. Today, I was looking around my stash of copper wire. Come on, guys. And I was thinking I have a lot of these little clippings from past work that I think today I'd like to use for making some earrings that I talk about so much doing. Well, now I'm gonna catch one on camera. Before we start, I just want to serenade you with a little Tibetan singing bowl. Thank you. And let's begin. I just realized I forgot the pliers, so let me go grab those real quick. And we're back. All right. So let's get into it. Got the pliers here. And in my stash, I found this little seashell charm that I think I'd like to incorporate into the earrings. And I have my hypoallergenic earring hooks here as well. I find that to get a box of them is relatively cheap enough that I can afford that, and I don't need to do a shoddy job of creating my own. Plus, there's the added benefit that they are hypoallergenic, which means that even if you are skin sensitive to metals, this will help protect that. And with that, I do have this one 24 gauge wire. It looks like all the rest are 20 gauge wire. So I think I'll use this one to create a little loop. I know that the seashell already has one. Why not have two? Add a little extra dangle to it. So what I'm doing here is just, I've stuck it through. See how I created that perfect loop? It's just a ring around the pliers finger. And then I just delicately wrap. And continue to make more rings. And I think actually what I'll do is I'll clip off there, and then I'll save the extra for a little special bonus that I'll show you guys how to do. I'll do kind of my own custom copper dangly. And then what I'm doing here is just pinching down that pokey wire, so that way there's no pokey wire hanging out. And then, let's see. Looks like this one is actually a little bit thicker. So I'll set that aside for now. And I'll use this one, kind of medium relative to this small one and the tall one here. These are all kind of medium. And what I'm gonna do is, well, first I'll create another little hook, and then, well, I won't attach the shell yet, but then once I continue this design, then I'll be able to attach it a little bit more easily, as opposed to if I were to attach it now, it would just kind of be dangling and in the way. And so what I've done here is kind of created this serpentine, or this S shape. And I'm just going to fold that all the way down. And then from there, I'll spiral it back upwards. And then finally, I'll create a little closed loop. So now the earring hook, actually I forgot to attach it. So let me open that back up. I'll stick the earring right on that hook, and then I'll close it. And this wire is pretty tough enough that this shouldn't be able to open up unless you really pull on it. But you want to be delicate with your earrings anyway. So what I've done is this kind of cool, wavy, I want to say spirally, but it's not really spiral, but it's this wavy design. And then from there, I'll get my seashell added to the bottom, and then close that hook as well. And then I'm just gonna, with my hands, turn it so that way when it hangs, the wavy design shows off. And consequently what that did is it reopened this hook. So I'm just gonna close that up. There you have your little dangly shell earring. And I only had the one shell. So what I'm gonna do is take this longer strand and do a spiral tip. So it's gonna be like a set of earrings, but they're gonna be unique from one another. So instead of a seashell at the bottom of this one, it's gonna have a nice little spiral. So what I'm using is the flat part of the pliers here to pinch down and keep it so that it stays in a flat spiral, as opposed to coiling out into kind of like a whirlpool. That's you want to keep it all flat, is what I'm saying. And then from here, we've got enough of a spiral that we're ready to begin with the curls or the waves. So we'll do another S, serpentine type thing, and then curl it back. So what it looks like on the earring, on the fingers of the pliers, it just kind of loops through. And then I can bend that, close it, and then I'll wrap this around the finger a little bit more. Because if I don't keep the finger in there, it creates, see how this one kind of closed? It's no longer like a perfectly circular wave. That's because I closed this, I pushed it inwards without keeping the finger intact, so it kind of closed that gap a little bit. And then from here, we'll bend back up. We'll take the tip and create a little hook. twirl it around, and then twist for the finish. I'll just close that hook a little bit more. There we have another little earring. Now we have a set.